And now we're live on Facebook. Hello. Well, this has been an afternoon of technical challenges because we tried to go live on Facebook earlier on and we had some problems. And so we ended up just being live on the Oikos homepage. And so now we did the best we could there. Now we're back at Facebook and we're doing the best we can here. So I'm here now to tell everybody about this good news that I have for you, because I didn't want you to miss it. And so if you weren't able to watch it, or if it didn't work out, the sound and everything else on the Oikos homepage, we're here now on Facebook for me to tell you the good news. The good news is that we are having a September science sale. And we are excited to tell you about it because last live stream, last Saturday, I had to tell everybody about a price increase that Oikos has to have in October. I mentioned there that none of us like to hear about price increases, so we weren't happy about having to tell you about that. But it is unavoidable, I'm sad to say. Everything is just going up all around us, everything. And the last meeting we had with our print service providers, they informed us that they're having a 7.9% increase. And we just thought, we can't absorb all these increases anymore. We're just going to have to sit down and look at all the Oikos prices and see where we can jiggle. So we're doing the swings and roundabouts thing, and we didn't just go bang 10% on everything. What we actually did is we saw which items we could just put up at 3%, and we worked between the 3 and 8% increase. But then there's more. That is that, in fact, some don't even have an increase. In fact, they have a discount. We decreased the prices. So that's exciting. So anyway, that was the news on Saturday about the increase. But today, I'm telling you about the September science sale. Now, let me tell you more about that. We've got a shipment arriving in October. So what we thought, a shipment of science books from the States, that is. So what we thought is, let us do a sale for you now to soften the blow of the increase that's coming in October so that we can move this blessing onto you. Because you see, in October, the prices are all going up. And so we've got 2 weeks left in September. So we thought, I hope it's 2 weeks. We thought, let's run the sale until the ship comes in or until the prices go up. So whatever, we sat there, we looked at the stock numbers and we saw how many of each item is on the shelf and what we can do. So that's what we've done. And we've put in discounts on these science books. All of Dr. J. Wile's Science Through History books have got a nearly 20% discount on them. So we're excited about that. And some of whatever we could manage of the Apologia science books have got a discount, anything from 10 to 20% on them. We've also packaged some together, like say, for example, one of the Young Explorers, Zoology 1, for example, with one of the notebook journals. So we've done what we can to bring this September science sale to you. We hope you can hop onto the website to that category and grab that discount while you can. Jimmy, can you put that link for them now, please, in Facebook? Just, you know how we do that link, let people know that where they can go. How are we going with our streaming? Is everything working? Okay, great. Jamie's telling me our connection is working. I'm hoping our sound is coming through because our previous live stream of today wasn't going so well. But now, here we are on the Facebook page doing this for you, and hope that you're able to join us and hope that you're getting this. And also hope that if you are getting this and you think it's going to benefit others, please let them know, share it. I'm not sure how you do that, but do what you know to do with regard to letting others know about the September science sale. Because you know what happened earlier today? We put the sale live on the Oikos homepage, on the Oikos page website. And very soon thereafter, a mom ordered the entire series of Dr. J's Science Through History. That was Charmaine. I want to thank you, Charmaine, for that, for a few reasons. The one is that it's a blessing to Oikos. Anytime anybody orders anything on the Oikos website, it's a blessing because your orders help to pay for the paper and everything that costs to make all this happen. it's a support. I mean, if you weren't ordering, then we wouldn't have the funds to be able to offer these services and support and these amazingly wonderful resources. So thank you, Shemaine, for that. But also, I just wanted to say that she's blessing us, but the blessing is going straight back to her, because she saved hundreds, in fact, over 1,000, on having jumped in and grabbed these discounted books while she can. Because although she's maybe had to pay out more than perhaps she was anticipating or planning on even, she's actually saved herself so much. And while she's done that, it's, I'm hoping, been a blessing to her. And I'm hoping that this example of what happened before I even came to tell you about the September science sale, I'm hoping that that very experience that Shemaine has had will be able to bless lots of others as well. So if you have been waiting to order your science books or looking at what you need, I'm just hoping that you'll be able to be in a position to take full advantage of this sale. Unfortunately, I do have to tell you that we don't have huge numbers of these books. You know, they are limited because they're running to the end, and we do have a shipment coming in, but the new stock will be with the new price, which will be the increased price. So I think this sale has actually got a double benefit. One, it's a discount on the existing price before it's gone up. And two, it is like a double discount. The one is you're getting the existing price, which isn't the increase, as well as a discount. Whereas from next month, the price is going up. So that's the part that I was sad about. But so I'm very, very glad that we've been able to do this for you, to do the September science sale. The other good news about discounts is some of the books, when we were doing our price increase workings out, we found that some books we could actually reduce their price, which I think I mentioned earlier, but I'm just saying it again because it's so nice that we can actually bring the price down on some of the books. So although there's an increase, it's not right across the board. It is the majority of the books are going to have to be increased. But as I say, some only as little as 3%. The worst is 8%, I think. I hope I'm right. There could be some that are a bit over that. But the majority are landing between the 3 and 8% increase margin. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and visit Facebook here. And I'm going to see if there's anybody that has joined me. So just give me a moment while I do that. And some people have joined me. Rista's there. Hello, Rista. Oh, yay. I'm glad you can join me for a bit as well. Rista wrote earlier to say she wouldn't be able to join me because they've got a lot going on in their household. So I appreciate you being there. Thank you, Rista. And Morena also can see me now. And hello to Alison. Yes, Rista's asking, will the sale be on until the end of September? If stocks last. Unfortunately, I have to say, yes, it's while stocks last. I don't want to say that to put pressure or make people rush, but I just happen to know that in some instances, there's very few numbers of that particular book. But we have put those numbers on the website. I use the we, I'm talking about everybody who's been involved to make this happen. So I myself didn't physically put those numbers on the website, but what would happen is we'd look at how many of that particular science book we've got, the sale price that we can put on it, and how many can go at that sale price, and there's the quantity. So if you go to the website, you're going to see, if you went to look for zoology, you would see there's 10 in stock or 3 in stock or 2 at that particular sale price. We've also put them under like a little variation code. So when you go there, there's going to be a little field that says variation, and you're going to have to click on a little arrow, and it's going to drop down. It's going to say September science sale. And that, when you click on that, it'll actually give you the discounted price. So I hope that makes sense. But we've tried to make it as intuitive as possible. So once you're there, if you have any struggle, you know what to do. You just get hold of us. There's a live chat on the homepage or on the website. You can ask a question, and we're here to help to see if we can help you through any difficulties you might have. So ladies that are there now on Facebook that have joined me, thank you for joining me, because as you've heard, we've had some challenges this day with trying to get our live streaming to work. We're trying to get it to work on the homepage, on the Oikos homepage. so that it's not only available to people who are following the Oikos Facebook page. We're trying to do the simulcast thing, which really is stretching us as far as testing, but we're going to persevere because we would like to be able to offer what we have to more people, not just those in a specific category. But I appreciate you ladies being there. I see it is working quite nicely on Facebook. It hasn't dropped once yet, has it, Jamie? Okay, if you ladies out there that have joined me, thank you again. If you'd like to tell me how you're experiencing this, is it lagging? Is the sound dropping? What's the clarity like? Is it in focus? Is it clear? All those things. Please tell me. And I want Lile to come here again. Lile, that's my little Maltese poodle. She's sitting over there. And at live streaming earlier, she came and sat on my lap, and I could share her with you, or my little princess. Okay, let's have a look here. Thank you for the numbers. If we miss the special... Oh! The family got it. That's understandable. I'm glad it goes till the end of the month for salary owners. Thank you, Sonia. Yes, it is going to the end of the month. Let me go and look on my calendar right now, and I will tell you when the sale will be over. And that is Sunday, the 30th of September. There you go. Because the plan is from the 1st of September, 1st of October. The plan is that's when the price increase is going to happen. I don't exactly know if it's going to be on the 1st, but it'll be somewhere in that first week of October. So we've got it's not even 2 weeks. 7, 8, 9. It's only 10 days that the sign sale will last. I thought it was 2 full weeks, but I've just realized now by going to the calendar that it's actually 10 days. So let people know, and I hope it's going to bless you. Jamie, my responses from these lovely ladies is the quality's good. Thank you for that. 100% video and audio. Wonderful. Morena says 100%. Wonderful. Okay, that is really good news. I just have to go get my little Lily. Hold on a sec. Come, Lily. Come. Come say hello to the mommies. Here you go. Because she's here with me today. She's not always here at the studio. So I want to say hello to the mommies. There we go. This is Lile. She gets very serious when I put her here on my lap by the camera. I don't know why. It's like she knows or something. What's going on now? Jamie, snap your fingers so she looks in your direction. There we go. Oh, there you are, Lile. Say hello to everybody. Yes, this is my little princess. I've always had a Maltese poodle. Some people just call them Maltese. I call them Maltese poodle because I've had French poodles and Maltese poodles since I was about 11. I haven't been without one. And this is my little Lily. And she replaced Daisy, who we had for 15 years, and Lile is only 4 years old. And she's a pretty little princess, and she knows it too. Hey, Lily. Okay. Let me have a look at if any of these moms are asking any questions. You can ask me a question because I'm here for questions and answers. She's cute. Oh, thanks. Lorraine, I agree with you. I think she's very cute. I adore her. Okay. It looks to me like this live streaming has worked very nicely, Jamie, and it's working nicely on Facebook. And I've let the ladies know, moms know about the September signs. So that's what I was coming to do today on Facebook, was to let you know about the September sign sale. We hope to live stream on Saturday, although it will be later on Saturday, like 5 o'clock or even later, because we have a meeting that we need to attend. So we're hoping, no promises, but we're hoping to go from the, let's not put the cup in front of your face, Lila, so they can see your pretty face. See, we're hoping to go from the meeting to come to the studio to do another live stream on Saturday. That's what we're going to try. So if any of you can join us then, that would be great, or you can let other people know. And Deline, I see you've been there. So I think, what did I see Deline here a minute ago? Because I know Deline's coming to join us at our mom's tea. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to our Mom's Day, which is next Saturday, not this Saturday, but the next one. And you can all tell me, those who come to the tea, we can talk about how's it going and how we can help and all of those good things. And look, our zebra, he's supposed to be sitting in, where's he supposed to be sitting? This way. There. There you go. To hide the shiny light there. All right. I think we're done. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you so much, ladies, for taking these moments to come join me here on this live streaming. Wait a minute before we go. There's some things coming in. I'll quickly see. I don't want to just cut you off. I want to be able to answer you. Well, Rista, at least you've been honest. Rista's saying she's torn between sharing and letting people know so that they don't miss it. You will do what is right. Okay, Rista, you've been honest about what you feel there in your heart, but you'll do what is right, and God knows. And so this is really for those people in the next 10 days that it's going to really bless them. If we can bring the saving to them, great. Then those who can be blessed from it will be. So I'm excited about it, as you've heard. Thank you. There's Nicolene again from the farming lady, I think, from Bloemfontein Place somewhere. And you have a nice evening too. Everybody have a lovely evening. Would there be a Matthew C. sale at some? Okay, Morani asking me a question. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to just say goodbye when people ask me questions. If a question's coming in, I'd like to be able to answer it. Would there be a Matthew C. sale at some stage? Do you know what? We actually looked at that and we were thinking about if we could do that, if we could put the maths on sale, maths you see on sale before, as well as the science. You know the answer, if I have to give you an answer right now, the answer is no. We don't have a Matthew C sale because we've just finished working out the September science sale. And we know that the prices are going up for Matthew C, for everything in October. And I know Matthew C is included in that everything, the blocks and all of it. The blocks are on a ship at the moment coming across the ocean. And there's just been a lot of extra expenses there in the import side of things. So the prices have to go up. But I'm going to give this some deep thought, and I'm going to hope that we can do a sale. I'm just thinking about it. You know, the higher levels I know we put on sale because we had like an overrun. Basically, we normally print however many of each level, and we don't have to print as many of the higher level because the higher levels are much more slow moving than the lower levels naturally. And so because the higher levels, they weren't moving as fast, we thought, well, let's rather put them on a sale so that they're not sitting on the shelf, and we'll move that on to somebody. And so I know the higher levels have got a sale price on them, but I would not suggest you buy too far ahead. Don't buy a book that's for 3 years from now. It's not a good idea. So I'm going to just ponder on this one and see what we can do. I just know that at the moment, the expenses of all the costs have all just really hit us, all the rising costs of everything, increases of everything. So that's why we didn't have a choice but to put the prices up. And I actually think maths, you see, is one of the categories where we put the prices up the least, in fact. The other thing I can tell you, ladies, is that if you need to do a price comparison, like let's say you see that alpha is this much on the Oikos site and you find it other places, because that's what people do, price comparisons to try to be good stewards of the funds that you have. What we found is people are missing out on realizing the fact that if they order items online that require being shipped, posted, couriered, whatever, to South Africa because they bought it from a different country, when it arrives here, they've got to pay the VAT on it, and they've got to pay postage and shipping. Sometimes it's free shipping. But there's normally unexpected expenses that hit them when it arrives here. And the one is VAT. And on the Oikos site, do keep in mind that it's all VAT inclusive. Those prices are all VAT inclusive. So it's already got the 15% built in. So don't be caught out with that one, that where it looks like it's cheaper somewhere else. That's a big question, the one that has come in. You sell such a lot of wonderful products to educate a well-rounded child. Well, thank you for that. That's the whole aim. Are all your products necessary? What would you recommend? It's a big question because we could spend quite a bit of time on that, because obviously we would recommend the books that are on the site, because the Lile is excellent. That's for your language lessons. Maths is fantastic. But if somebody asks me if I had a budget of only X and what is the most necessary, what are the things that I should get and not worry about the other things at the moment, I would immediately say the Bible study and Konos, because the Bible resources are training children in the Word. And so how can you possibly go wrong with that? You can't. If you're giving your children the Word, and you've got a resource that you can get from Oikos that's going to help you, the parent and the children, to experience the Word, to understand it while you're teaching it, then we've got the Picture Smart resources. Now you want to apply that and actually bring that teaching into everyday living and be practical about it. That there, I would suggest Konos, because Konos is going to take the character trait, say, of attentiveness. And now you want to teach your children, because you've learned in the Word that you need to be attentive to God's Word. And now you need to actually train this characteristic in yourself as parents and in the children. And so the Konos manual helps parents practice and live and experience the Word. That's how we experienced it all our life. So we would go with Bible study and Konos as the absolute necessities. And then you want your children to learn to read, because you want them to be numerate and literate. So now you have to teach them to read. That would be a responsible parent. So then you get the Lile that is appropriate to that child's level. And so now you're teaching them to read so they can read the Word of God. And then you need them to be numerate, so they could be good stewards of the resources, of, the funds and the resources that is entrusted to them. What are you seeing over there? So I would suggest that, you do the placement test for your child for maths and language, your child or children, and don't get a level that is the wrong level, too difficult or too easy, because that's what the placement tests are there for, to help you to slot your child into the right level. So first of all, you're not wasting money, and secondly, you're not challenging them beyond what their ability is, or they're not getting frustrated that the work they're doing is just not challenging them enough. There's that fine balance. And so that's why we put the placement test on there, so you as the parent can assess the level that they are at and get the correct resource. So you see what I said? It's a long answer to this question. But if you have budget restraints, I would definitely suggest Bible study and Konos, because of the fact that you can always catch up on those numeracy and literacy levels. I have to tell you the story now, because a dad phoned me this morning and he was talking to me about his 22-year-old son who had been home educated. It's a long story, but basically they were on the Oikos site getting some resources that his son wanted to sort of improve on his studies, so that he was wanting to achieve something, and he wanted to be able to develop certain skills. So you see, a 22-year-old can go and do gold Lile, for example, because maybe he stopped at a lower level because he didn't need to go all the way to the level of grade 12 or 13 at the time. So at any point, you can always catch up on the language, the numeracy and literacy. But while you've got your children at home and you are their mentor and nurturer, and you the parent, and you have the mandate on you to be responsible for the raising of those children and their characters and their spiritual well-being, then that's where Konos and Bible study come in. And I'm just going to see I'm busy answering this question, and I don't know the name. Oh no, I can't read it now. See here. Sorry, I'm not able to actually just read your name easily here. So what I'm going to suggest to you, who's asked this very sensible question, what would be recommended? I'm going to suggest that you go and you watch the starting steps if you haven't already on the Oikos site. Jamie, can you put the link for the starting steps for me, please? And I'm also going to suggest you spend a bit of time watching Konos workshop. Because the workshop, I think there's 7 or 8 videos there, and some are a few minutes and some are as long as 8 or 9 minutes. If you watch that Konos workshop all the way through, just take some time, grab some time wherever you can, equip yourself by watching that workshop and seeing how much Konos has got to offer you. And then when you've done that, you will be able to decide what you think is recommended for your family. So you'll be making the decision. You'll know what is the best recommendation for your specific situation, your children, your budget, so on. I'm not even sure if this, stream has been, this live stream has been working all this time. Jamie, has it been?
Yes, it has.
Oh, it has been. Oh, that's good news. Jamie, Lile, what am I calling you, Jamie? Lile, what's the trouble? Why are you sitting all funny on me here? Okay. Let me see if there's anybody else with a question, and if there is, I will answer it. All right, I think because you've sent those links, and I hope I've given this mom lots to get on with while she's making decisions about what she needs of all these wonderful resources to pick from. I could go on and on, actually. I would suggest some nice read alouds as well. Look in the literature section. But maybe just start with the starting steps in the Konos workshop and take it from there. But I think what we can do now is say goodbye to... But how can I say goodbye when there's moms here? I don't like to leave you. I want to be able to sit and chat to you. But if nobody's got any further questions, and it is getting to that time of day where moms are having to go off to make supper and do the whole evening routine. So let me leave you, love and leave you, and hope to see you at the next live streaming. Please try and join me again and bring any questions you might have, because that's what I'm here for. I'm here to try and support and help you in any way that I can in this wonderful journey that you're on. Thank you very much, ladies. Bye.